the Badihagwa Cemetery has historical significance because during the colonial times there was a section allotted here by the colonial administration for expatriates to be buried. It was known as the European grave section here at Badihagwa. And in colonial Port Moresby at that time, they had the European hospital, the shops and everything were only confined, restricted to the expatriates back then, the colonial masters. So this is their resting ground. And this place has historical significance. The Badihagwa Cemetery. In Motu, it's to translate Badihagwa in English, it means near the inlet of mangroves. It's just back there near the coastline. There used to be a lot of mangroves, where Gabi villages. So this place is near the mangroves, near the inlet where the mangroves are. Badihagwa, near the inlet.
So, I was here before independence, so I have a fair idea of what this place has been. It used to be the European cemetery. The village people were also told that nobody was allowed in the cemetery area. So it extends from this road to there's another drain, big drain out there. So on this side, on the west side of this, it was a European cemetery. The administration of Papua New Guinea at that time, the Europeans who were in Port Moresby, colonial administration, they used to come and bury their dead here. Or if they could take them home, they took them home. But otherwise, this was where they put them. And over the other side of the drain, that was the local cemetery there, and then going on to the main road. Now we can see a lot of houses and all that around us now, because the population has grown and there's a lot of people looking for areas to come and put up their houses now. And I think it's after independence that the locals started to move in, because the white administration was fading away. So they were going back to Australia.
The most famous gravesite here that is still intact, with the headstone and the inscriptions that are still clear, is Sir Hubert Murray, the Lieutenant-Governor who had administered Papua. You can take a shot of it.
So what does the inscription read?
Here lies John Hubert Plunkett Murray, KCMG, Lieutenant-Governor of Papua, 1906 to 1940. So this is where that's his headstone. You can get a shot of the headstone.
Someone who's very significant in the history of
Papua.
Papua.
Yeah. Papua New Guinea. You can zoom with it.
Yes.
The inscriptions are clear, so you can take a shot.
So we are here at the grave of Sir Hubert Murray. The inscription reads, John Hubert Plunkett Murray, KCMC, Lieutenant-Governor of Papua, 1906 to 1940. Frank, next year the country celebrates 50 years of independence, and what do you think about the historical sites like this being preserved for future generations?
Oh yes, these are indeed historical sites of historical significance that laid the foundation for socio-economic development as early as the colonial times. So they need to be, we need to restore them, as well as keep the grounds clean for the others who are dearly departed, the Hanuabada people who were also laid to rest. So we need to get this place cleaned up. But in terms of the, paying homage and respect to this, they brought governance and law and order to our society. they modernized the society, and they brought us to what we are today. Even though there's negative aspects of the colonial administration, we went through that process. We're now independent, and next year will be 50 years of our nationhood. So it's good to look back on history, to look forward to the future. So we need to really conserve our history. This is part of our history. We should have paid respects to the others who were also laid to rest here before we came in. So I want to pay, on behalf of all of us here, let's pay respect to the others who are resting here. The Hanuabada people and as well as the expatriates. Yeah. This one is very unclear. Can't play.
Loving memory of Winifred, right? Splendid Missionary Society, born South Australia, 1906, died Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, 4th, 1910. Oh, this is 1906, sorry. 1906, that's 1910.
George S.R. Sadler, 1941.
Yep, that's another one. In memory of Jeffrey S. and Sadler, died. Can't get this one.
30th May 1941,
Okay.
age 24 years.
In our, I can't see. Anyway, that's another one. Okay, Hanuabada people lah. Oh, okay. Hey.
Okay, but I think the rest of them are up here. Well, this one, Asian one.
Gum. No, I think that's yeah. But this other one. But you can see over the years how the headstones have the soil has come up onto the headstone halfway through now. You can barely read them too.
Meretrice at Madelo, died 26 March 1951, age 48 years. Mr. MacGowan?
Which one? Which one is it? That one, huh?
We were here on Sunday.
That one.
Yeah.
So you can see that the amount of soil that has gone on top of this grave.
There's a clear one over here. This is a great, in loving memory of Henry Montgomery.
It sounds like a historical name. Let me.
Henry
Well,
Montgomery.
he died on the 9th of June 1956.
I'll just have a check through Google and all these records. What's the name? It sounds quite famous, yeah.
Okay, family.
It is so that's it. That's the European section. Most of them, they're just the other inscriptions have faded. So we don't. Yeah, over time, the other headstones, all those expatriates and Asians that are buried there, their tombstone, the headstones, the inscriptions have worn out. Have worn away. Sorry. Yeah. Otherwise, this is the
But is there? Do you think? What do you think should be done given the historical significance of this Badihagwa Cemetery?
well, we need to restore it and clean it up and get the relevant authorities down to those that are responsible for the Australian movement. Just coming and giving them some respect then, by cleaning up their grave sites and probably restoring the inscriptions as well. Yeah. And if you clean it up, you're cleaning it up for the other Hanuabada, the dead there buried, the other Hanuabadans that are buried here. Yeah, not just Hanuabadans, there are some who
There are some others too, yes.
some others from
Other provinces,
other
yeah.
provinces.
There are others too that have asked the council members, and they've given them the right to come and bury them here because due to circumstances which cannot allow them to take them back.
This is the remnants of the European grave. Yeah?
People who have spent time in bringing this nation to where it is now. I would say that.
In any small measure,
Any small measure.
the contribution.
Yeah, their contribution.
During the colonial times. Even though it was often harsh and divisive, but that was the forerunner to how we became a nation. It was colonial time. There's some old people who still treasure those colonial. Some years back, my eldest, some of my grandparents, they enjoyed the colonial time, and there was much more order and everything was done properly. There was cleanliness and hygiene. And government was functioning effectively. Development was being delivered.